I guess we just kind of want to talk about, why you did your public announcement, like exactly why, for like there not to be any misunderstanding out there. You weren't trying to, get the fans to hate on Carolyn or anything like that. Oh.
Well, first of all, Carolyn was on the phone with me on that announcement or that message. I had just found out the news, and I was pretty upset, but I still wanted her on the phone so that she can defend herself on anything that I said, because I knew that the people that had informed me these things, especially my boy, I knew that, that they were being honest and they were concerned. Yeah, she had an employee that she fired, and he was part of the information that I was getting. But I don't believe anything that anyone says until I speak to people that I really know and that I know, is not going to lie to me. So I had to make the announcement because I lost trust, for Carolyn to have done that. And plus, me and her relationship was supposed to be about honesty, and she was lying about smoking weed. And I know people might think, well, damn, Los, you rap about weed all the time. And that's true. Mary Jane was an ex-wife of mine. I still love her very much, although she makes me a little lazy and less ambitious. And I'll probably just be on my hustle when I get home. But I'm not gonna sell a kid a bong. I'm not gonna sell a person a bong. I'm not gonna sell anybody CBD oil, and I'm damn sure not gonna sell them weed or THC products, because that's not what I do. Even if it was legal, that's not what I do. I sell crack in the form of music. And if just one kid bought a little pack of edibles for $20 or $30, whatever they were selling them for, there's like 10, 15 edibles in there. What if one of those edibles would have went into the mouth of somebody that never did weed before? And they liked it. And all of a sudden, the way all my friends have done that I know, all of a sudden their attitude changes. They start trying to act like they're cool because they're doing weed now. They're more disrespectful to their parents. They're starting to get in more trouble. Their grades start going down. That's what happens to every kid, at least that I knew, that started smoking weed, especially me. You just change. And so if just one of those edibles fell into the mouth of a person, and if I just got one person because of that tour hooked on THC, that's tragic for me, because that's a life going down the wrong path. So I had to make that announcement so that it would stop. I had to let the world know so that it would stop, because I felt if I didn't let the world know, she could be continuing to do it. I love Carolyn to death. One thing about Carolyn, she's a straight-up hustler. Maybe she didn't mean for it to fall in any kind of youngster's hands. Maybe she wasn't even the one, at the table slinging it. And I totally forgive her. And all my fans are going to forgive her because she's family. No matter if our relationship is over, we're family. So her tour is going to continue, and y'all just need to make me aware if anything, and I'm talking to my fans, if anything like that is going on, because now you know how I feel about it. A lot of people may not understand why me and Carolyn can't continue with our relationship on a personal level. And it's just, I don't know, maybe I'm a weird person, maybe I'm a wrong person. I don't know how you guys feel, but I just don't want a wife that smokes weed. I'm sorry. Every woman in my life, the women that held our family together, all my aunts, everybody, they were all sober women, very strong. And that's what I'm used to. I don't want a wife to go drive off with, you know, my daughter. I think my daughter quit, but drive off with somebody and go smoke weed and then come back to the barbecue, you know, high or something. I just want a strong, sober woman that's a good example for other little girls and my little nephews and nieces. And it's just the way that I am, man. And my Sanchez can smoke all the weed they want, you know what I mean? But I'm not doing the Sanchez thing no more. I'm not that man no more. I'm not interested in cheating and hurting the woman that I love. But for some people, it might be fine. You know, they might be cool with the woman that smokes. But it's just not my cup of tea. And I hope that you guys don't think that I'm just being harsh, because believe me, this hurts. This hurts. You know, this hurts. Because, you know, it seems like a small thing, but it really isn't. When me and Carolyn argue, she's just like goes to some level that I've never seen or heard. Like she needs to control her temper, and she'll just never grow. You know, smoking weed. Weed doesn't allow you to grow. That's one thing it does. It keeps you stunted. If you start smoking at 14, you're always going to be that same 14-year-old. Even when you're 30 and 40 years old, you just don't grow. I know. Because I was still that same little kid mentality, you know, just being hurtful, constantly cheating on my wife, and just constantly being mischievous, always wanting to get in trouble, always wanting to fight, always wanting to be in drama. I just never grew up. I never grew up. And you know, for you people that are advocates for weed, you know, that's fine too. I mean, I ain't trying to debate about this. I'm just talking about what I want for my wife. And what I want for my company. And my company, we don't sell weed. I'm sorry. You're going to have to find it somewhere else. And but I'll always love Carolyn. I'll always take care of her. She's family. She effed up, but of course we forgive her. But the saddest part about it is that she was smoking weed every day, lying to me, and just doing it so brazenly in front of people and shit. Like, I told her, I had already been through this like 4 or 5 times with her. I told her the next time it will end us. And so I just feel like that's not love, you know. She's very hurt. She's swearing to God that she loves the dog shit out of me, but, I mean, how much can you really love a person when you're doing what's going to kill her, what's going to kill the relationship? And so it's hard to believe. Then again, you know, for Carolyn, weed is kind of like medicine. She's been through a lot. But it's not a good medicine. Maybe CBD is. I don't know. I don't know much about it, but weed ain't no good medicine, especially modified weed. It's already been proven to cause anxiety and panic attacks in your later years when you smoke modified. And, you know, I'm just talking about strains. I'm talking about shit that people modify. You know, White Rhino, Black Widow, Super Purple Skunk, all these different modified kinds of weeds, all these hydroponics. If you're going to smoke weed, you might as well just smoke some good old Mexican weed that grows in the dirt, because you won't be prone to those panic attacks and anxiety attacks later on in life. But Carolyn is most certainly suffering from that, and even myself, I'm starting to get a little anxiety here in my later years. I guess I've been affected from all my free worlds days, getting smoked out. But Carly, is there anything that you want? Anything that you think any fans want to ask me about this situation?
Want to ask you? I don't think so. They're just all supporting you and saying they're proud of you and stuff like that. Some people are kind of like, oh, well, does he know that all his music is about weed and stuff like that? But and then you also got a comment that said, as the cousin of DJ Screw, I know he's looking down with that famous grin, proud of SPM.
I mean, yeah, I can only write what's in my heart. I started off as a Christian rapper. The problem was I wasn't really a good Christian. I was trying to write Christian music, smoking weed with the 40 ounce in my hand. And I started as a Christian rapper because after praying to God and asking him what I could do with my life, I had just got jacked, almost got killed by some Jamaicans in a bad drug deal. Bad, and this was like the third, fourth time that I almost died. So I figured I ain't going to make it on the street. So I asked God, what can I do? And he basically told me through the ways, all the millions of ways he communicates with people, that I could rap. And it caught me by surprise, but then I realized I did write poems. So when I got that message that I could rap, I thought, well, it came from God, so let me try to write some Christian stuff. And I tried. And I even went to churches and performed, and people loved me. I mean, I was performing in front of, 8, old black ladies. But, boy, they loved me. They just, that was so good. But, yeah, just small churches. But, man, sadly, it wasn't in my heart. So then I did another prayer. I said, God, let me rap about what I know about. Let me rap about what I've been through. And then let me capture the people. Let me put that net out, and then I'll give them the truth, and I'll give them, a better music after I blow up. Well, I never kept my promise to God. I blew the hell up and just kept blowing up the hell up, and then I began to destroy myself with drugs and women. And so, but, my point is that you can only rap about what you know. And all I did was smoke weed and sip syrup, and, I was fresh off the streets. I still smelled like a batch of crack. And that was all that was in my heart. But I just really wanted y'all guys to taste the struggle, to feel the pain. But I know what weed does to kids. It doesn't make them better people. It really hurts their lives. I've never seen not one incident, not one situation where a kid starts smoking weed and his life got better. It always gets worse. And all I can do is be real with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to sit up here and lie to y'all. And I damn sure ain't going to sit up here and sell weed to y'all. That's not, I'm just going to be honest with y'all. And weed don't help people, man. You know what I'm saying? They might think it does, but it only does for that hour that you're high. after that, your problems are not only still there, but even a little bit bigger than before. And it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just a bullshit-ass drug. It really made me a dark person when I was free. And I like who I am right now much better. But, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Will I ever stop talking about weed? Probably not. Because it's like a love-hate relationship. I love Mary Jane, but I hate her. I hate what she did to my life. And I hate what she does to a lot of people's lives. And the thing about Mary Jane is she can just stick around your whole life and just kind of fuck it up. She won't completely destroy it, but she'll just make it kind of ugly. You know what I'm saying? It's not like cocaine or heroin where you know you either got to quit or you're going to die. Now, the weed will just stick around and kick you in the ass your whole life. But, hey, man, y'all already know. When I'm free, who the hell knows what's going to happen? I hope I don't fall in my old ways, but I'm pretty smart, and I don't think I ever will. I know one thing, I'll never cheat again. I'll never cheat on whoever. That's one thing I know that'll never happen again. But, yeah, so, like I said, I had to make that announcement. I didn't mean to hurt Carolyn. I just needed to make sure that shit did not happen again. And that was the only way to guarantee that it wouldn't happen again. Because now if she tries to do it, it's plain and clear in the eyesight of my fans that she's betraying me and, of course, the mighty empire of Dope House Records. And anything else, Carly? Anything that anybody's commenting?
Miguel Garcia said, I thought you said you were going to quit in 2052.
No comment, because I'm still under the watchful eye of the man, and I ain't talking about the man in the sky. I'm talking about the man with the blue eye.
But yeah, somebody else said, I smoke bud every day, and I can say I'm happy to hear Lowe's talking the way he was. He don't want that BS anywhere around him. He did more than enough time. Bring the Mex home.
I mean, I appreciate those words, and I think they're very powerful, because here's a guy that smokes weed every day and understands me. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I was. You know, I smoked weed every day, but I knew that I needed to quit, but it's hard, especially when it's the only joy you have, because your life is so dark. Even if it's only for an hour, it's better than nothing. It's not love, but it's close.